Now we see the how the IC engine works. Basically, IC engine are classified as the petrol engine and the diesel engine. Classification is as below. IC engine, it is divided as petrol engine and second one is diesel engine. Petrol engine is also called as the SI engine. Now we'll see the reason why it is called as the SI engine, and diesel engine is also called as the CI engine. What is meant by SI? SI means it is a spark ignition engine. Spark ignition engine. And CI means compression ignition engine. Compression ignition engine. Fine. First we start with the petrol engine. How the petrol engine works. Actually, for the petrol engine, there are 4 cycles. That is, the first cycle is called as the, in fact we call it as stroke here. First is called as the suction stroke. Suction stroke of a petrol engine. This is a spark plug, and these are the inlet valve and outlet valves. Inlet valve, and this is called as the exhaust valve, or we can call it as the outlet valve, also called as the exhaust valve. Now we see in the first cycle is the suction stroke, second stroke is called as the compression stroke, second one is a compression stroke, again inlet valve, exhaust valve, then this is a spark plug. Now we see the working of the how the suction stroke works and how the compression stroke works here. During the suction stroke, what happens here? There is an opening of the inlet valve and the air fuel mixture enters into the combustion chamber. This portion is called as the combustion chamber. Inlet valve opens and air plus fuel mixture enters into the combustion chamber, and at the end of suction stroke, inlet valve closes. What happens in the suction stroke, compression stroke? In the compression stroke, the piston moves from the here. This position is called as the top dead center of the piston, and this is called as the bottom dead center of the piston. So what happens in the suction stroke? In the suction stroke, piston moves from the bottom dead center TDC to the BDC, and the air plus fuel mixture is sucked in the combustion chamber. What happens in the compression stroke? In the compression stroke, piston moves from the BDC to the TDC, and it compresses the charge completely, and this will be the position of the charge here. So what happens due to compression? Due to compression, the temperature and pressure of this charge increases, and this is the ideal situation for the ignition. This is called as the spark plug. Spark plug. So at the end of the compression stroke, spark plug ignites the fuel and the burning of the fuel takes place. So these are the two strokes. So what is the suction and compression? In the suction stroke, air plus fuel mixture enters into the combustion chamber, and the piston moves from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. This is the first stroke. In the compression stroke, piston moves from the BDC to the TDC. It compresses the charge. Due to that, the temperature and pressure of the charge increases, and this is the ideal situation for the ignition of the fuel, and at the same time spark plugs ignites the fuel and the burning of the fuel takes place. Fine. Next stroke is exhaust stroke. Before that there is a power stroke. This is called as the power stroke. What is my power stroke? In the power stroke there is generation of the power, and next last stroke is a exhaust stroke. Exhaust stroke. Again same thing here. This is a spark plug. This is a inlet valve. This is a exhaust valve. So what happens in the power stroke? At the end of compression stroke, we are ignited the fuel here. Due to that, it creates the thrust on the piston. Due to that thrust, piston moves downwards here from top dead center to the bottom dead center, and there is a crankshaft which starts rotating here. That is the indication of the generation of the power here. In the final stroke exhaust stroke, what happens? Exhaust valve opens here, and whatever the exhaust gas is generated, that are escaped through the exhaust valve to the atmosphere. This is the basic working cycle of the 4-stroke engine, that is a 4-stroke petrol engine. Now we will come to know that why it is called as the spark ignition engine. Tell me, what is the reason here? What is my spark ignition? The fuel is ignited by the ignition of the spark. That's why it is called as the spark ignition engine. This is the working principle of the 4-stroke petrol engine.